Hi guys, my name is Solomon Esehilelio. I'm your CX guy. Something a very important conversation I raised some time ago, and I got some very interesting feedbacks. I'll just read some comments for you. This is very simple. As an employer, how do you handle a disgruntled employee? That was something that just popped up on my mind. How do you do this? And then I got some feedbacks, from some people. I'll just read some of these comments here from the feedbacks I got. Perhaps you might pick one or two things from them. All right. So someone here said, start by listening to their complaints. All right. Now you're talking about a disgruntled employee. When you're an employer, now you are the employer. How do you do this? Say start by listening to their complaints. Find out why they feel cheated or not rewarded for their efforts, then slowly remind and bring them to the knowledge that is missing. This is actually a good one. So if you're an employer, you want to take some advice, you want to start taking notes down. All right. And then someone else said, try to understand the reason for their petulance. Is it a personality issue? Does it affect their performance? If no, concern me. If yes, we'd have to come. All right, this was quite interesting. Okay, thanks for your comments, guys. It's quite hilarious, some of them. All right, someone said the best way is to increase the employee's salary. That can be true. Yes. If an employee is disgruntled, just give him big money. Everything goes. All right, let me just continue. He said the best way is to increase the employee's salary. However, not everybody might be able to do that. What if the organization is not in a point where they can make increments at that point in time? What do you do? Let's see. He said nothing disgruntled an individual more than a financial burden. Credit alert gives the best feelings as an employee. All right. Thanks a lot. I really like this response. Very straight to the point. Just increase their money. They will not be disgruntled again. Okay. There's another one that says, sorry, I can't take that. All right. And there's something here. It says, if a staff is disgruntled, he or she should use the appropriate channel to pass the grievances across officially. And if the management doesn't respond in a pleasing way to the staff, then the resignation option is the best. Every organization is binded or is guided by rules and regulations, which I believe all staff should know. What do you think about that? This is coming from a good friend of mine. He's saying this, that you should just use the appropriate channel, air your grievances and all. What do you think? You may want to learn one or two things. All right, someone said, there's another response here. It says you don't. Okay. When he says you don't, let's look at his question and the answer. It says, as the question says, as an employer, how do you handle a disgruntled employee? And this option here says you don't. So you don't even consider it. However, it's a good human resource management practice to establish a visible and accessible department, structure, and system within your organization where employers can channel grievances and complaints that affect their ability to effectively and efficiently do their jobs. Okay, seems similar to what the previous person said. Also, adopting a corporate culture where events and activities that encourage and promote healthy interactions among staff are listed in the organization's annual corporate calendar. Okay, adopting a corporate culture where events ensure these are listed. Okay, it can vary from annual dinners, seminars, or corporate, galas, to sporting events, and even organizing small birthday parties for staff members. This potentially creates a safe space and a healthy atmosphere for staff to bridge communication gaps and tensions, and in turn potentially minimize the risk of conflict within a corporate environment. That's quite much. I hope you picked that up. I feel like if we do this well, to an extent, it can actually help, reduce the level of disgruntledness within a staff, because you don't actually know what is causing it. For scenarios where for situations where you might be able to do more if you can, Someone here says, Godwin says, find out with love and intention to help them change, how they become disgruntled, and give them a listening ear. Okay, that's a nice one, Someone says, conduct a stay interview. This is almost like, when I read this, I felt, wow. So is there really something like this, a stay interview, conduct another interview, perhaps? I think he broke it down here. This is Alex. Alex said, the stay interview will also afford the employer and the employee to come to a midpoint where free conversations flow and the employee can air their issues. The employer would in turn find out what is needed to keep the employee. This works better when an employee is a valued member of the team and you cannot afford to lose them. Yeah, I like this. It's a good response. Also, I hope you can pick up a few things here. It says, if you must grow as a business or employer that is loved, you must lead and not rule. Oh, you must influence and not dictate. Empathy is key. So when you have a disgruntled employee, you don't just dismiss them. Hear them out. Wow. Thanks a lot, Alex. This is quite insightful. I can see so much reactions around here and there. All right, so I'll just take this for now. I don't know, what do you think? If you have a different opinion about handling a disgruntled employee, let us know in the comment section. I'll be waiting. Bye.